Hi everybody! I'm going to show you how I built and tested this super cute and simple bow tie antenna for Wi-Fi application. Let's go! The aim of this experiment is to see if we can build our own antenna with better signal strength than a standard antenna. To build, you will need a tin to use as the radiating element, a coaxial cable as a driving cable, and cutting supplies. I used an old coffee tin and a RG58 coaxial cable. To make things simpler, I drew a template beforehand and outlined the template on the tin before I cut it. To cut away the inner and outer insulation, I used this handy dandy wire stripper. After cutting away the black insulation, I twist the outer braiding to one side and proceed to cutting the inner insulation. I cut away about 4 millimeters of the insulation, and now we're ready to solder. You'll need to drill 3 holes. The first is in the middle of the rectangular part, which is also called the ground plane. This hole needs to be big enough to fit the coaxial cable. The second hole is on one of the flaps. Drill this hole to allow the inner insulation through. And last but not least is the third hole, which is on the other flap. This will allow the conducting wire through. I use this thingy here to give me the smooth rounded edges for my bow tie. This is me soldering the outer sheath to the first flap. So my cameraman decided to abandon me when I was soldering the second part, but here's the finished result. Ta-da! Now, to test if this beauty actually works. In this frame, I'm holding up the bow tie in what is known as the vertical orientation. Here, my classmate is demonstrating how we used the application Wi-Fi Analyzer to measure the signal strength of our antenna and the antenna that came with the Wi-Fi router. You can see here that this antenna reads minus 42 dBm, which is pretty good. Testing was a major group effort. A big thank you to my classmates. You should be careful to make sure that your flaps do not touch each other. Before you purchase your coaxial cable, you should check the connection of your Wi-Fi router. If it's a male, then you should get a female counterpart on your coaxial cable.